Sergej Pavlovich Korolev was a Soviet engineer and visionary aerospace scientist who is often regarded as the father of the Soviet space program, and one of the key figures in the early history of human space exploration. He played a crucial role in the development of the Soviet Union space program during the Cold War era and made significant contributions to the global space race. Welcome back to the SpaceInfo YouTube channel. Before going on, we want to deeply thank you because a lot of you watched our latest video about Wernher von Braun. This really motivates us to keep working on content and quality. Thank you. If you are as excited as we are, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell. It means a lot to us and hugely helps the channel. Sergej Pavlovich Korolev's early life was marked by his fascination with aviation and rocketry, which ultimately led him to become one of the most influential figures in the field of space exploration. Born on January 12, 1907, in Zhytomyr, which was part of the Russian Empire at the time, now located in Ukraine. He was born into a family of Russian and Polish heritage. His father, Pavel Yakovlevich Korolev, was a teacher, and his mother, Maria Nikolaevna Koroleva, was a musician. As a child, Korolev developed a strong interest in aviation and space. He was inspired by the pioneering work of early aviators and rocket scientists like Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, Robert Goddard, and Hermann Oberth. He began designing and building model airplanes and rockets at a young age. He pursued his passion for aeronautics and engineering by enrolling in the Kiev Polytechnic Institute in 1924, where he studied aeronautical engineering. His studies were interrupted when he was arrested in 1930 for his involvement in a rocketry club. He was accused of counter-revolutionary activities and espionage and spent nearly 6 years in Soviet labor camps. After his release from the labor camps in 1936, Korolev returned to his passion for rocketry and aviation. He joined a research institute in Moscow, where he continued his work on rockets. He conducted pioneering research on rocket technology and developed the GERD, Group for the Study of Reactive Motion, in 1931. This group was dedicated to the development of liquid-fueled rockets and made significant contributions to the early Soviet rocket program. During World War II, Korolev played a key role in the development of the Soviet Katyusha rocket launcher, which was used effectively against German forces. His work during the war years further solidified his reputation as a rocketry expert. After the war, Korolev continued to work on rocketry and became a leading figure in the Soviet space program. He was instrumental in the development of intercontinental ballistic missiles and the early Soviet satellite and human spaceflight programs. Under Korolev's leadership, the Soviet Union achieved several historic milestones in space exploration, including the launch of the first artificial satellite, Sputnik 1, in 1957, and the historic flight of Yuri Gagarin, the first human in space, in 1961. Korolev's work laid the foundation for many subsequent space achievements, including the first woman in space, Valentina Tereshkova, and the first spacewalk by Alexei Leonov. Wait! Now please tell us in the comments if you want a video about Valentina Tereshkova. We count on your feedback. Let's get back to Sputnik. The name means satellite or companion in Russian, which indeed was the world's first artificial satellite. Korolev recognized the potential for launching a satellite into orbit as a means of demonstrating Soviet technological prowess during the Cold War. Under his leadership, a team of engineers and scientists at the OKB-1 Design Bureau worked diligently to design and build Sputnik. The satellite was relatively simple in design, featuring 4 long antennas and 4 radio transmitters to broadcast radio signals back to Earth. To launch Sputnik into orbit, Korolev's team also developed the R-7 Semyorka, the world's first intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM. The R-7 served as the launch vehicle for Sputnik and was modified to carry the satellite into space. On October 4, 1957, Sputnik 1 was successfully launched into orbit from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. The satellite circled the Earth at an altitude of approximately 215 miles, 347 kilometers, and completed an orbit roughly every 96 minutes. The launch of Sputnik had profound scientific and political implications. It demonstrated that humanity had the capability to send objects into space, and it marked the beginning of the space age. The successful launch of Sputnik also had significant geopolitical consequences, as it intensified the Cold War space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. The beeping radio signals transmitted by the satellite were picked up by radio operators everywhere. It captured the public's imagination and raised concerns in the United States about Soviet technological superiority. Sputnik 1 remained in orbit for about 3 months before its radio signal ceased. The satellite re-entered Earth's atmosphere and burned up in January 1958. However, its legacy is enduring, as it marked the beginning of human space exploration and paved the way for subsequent space missions, including the first human in space, Yuri Gagarin, in 1961. Korolev played a crucial role in selecting Yuri Gagarin as the cosmonaut for the historic Vostok 1 mission. Gagarin, a skilled pilot, was chosen for his physical fitness, mental resilience, and adaptability. Korolev and his team also oversaw Gagarin's training for the mission, which included rigorous physical conditioning, simulations, and preparations for spaceflight. Yuri Gagarin's successful mission made headlines worldwide and marked a major milestone in human space exploration. It was a propaganda triumph for the Soviet Union during the Cold War, demonstrating its lead in the space race. Due to the secrecy surrounding his work, Korolev was not widely known during his lifetime. However, after his death in 1966, his contributions to space exploration became more widely recognized, and he is now celebrated as a pioneer in the field. Korolev received numerous posthumous honors and awards for his contributions to space exploration, including the naming of the Korolev crater on the Moon in his honor. Sergej Korolev's early life experiences, including his passion for aviation and rocketry, his education, and his perseverance through adversity, all contributed to his eventual rise as a visionary engineer and leader in the Soviet space program. His dedication to space exploration and his technical expertise played a pivotal role in shaping the course of human spaceflight.